Hello, this is Steve Geischer with another Parts Now Tech Tip. What I want to talk about today are dealing with Lexmark pickup rollers. And I've got a machine, it's actually laying on its back. I don't recommend that you do it this way necessarily with this model machine. We're going to be talking about primarily the T series, the guys who use the little black hub, white roller type of things. And we're going to take a look at that. I've got, like I say, this guy laying on his back. I've got it's an X version, so it's an MFP version. I took off the ADF so that it's not going to get broken and carefully set it on his back. But I want to focus on our rollers here. So as you're looking across here, this guy, this is my pickup roller assembly or pick arm. And my two rollers here, I've got one left, one right. Now, if you're looking at this and going, Steve, yeah, I've replaced these rollers before. I've done this before. Well, there's a couple things I want to tell you about that might be of value worth hanging on for here. Number one. Number two is if you haven't done this before, you haven't replaced the pickup rollers on these guys, you're not quite sure how, there's some valuable things that are here as well. To remove the rollers, first off, let's talk about that. And I'm going to zoom in and get you a little bit closer look at what we're talking about here. So I'm going to zoom this in, I'm going to move the printer forward, and we're going to take a little bit closer look at these pickup rollers here. You can kind of see them toward the top. And I'm going to tilt them out. So here's my pickup rollers, a little bit more zoom, there we go. And to get the rollers off, there's two of them. There's a little tab that kind of sits here on the side. It's really tough to see. You see it there, my thumb? That tab needs to get pressed toward the shaft or toward the center. And when I do that, I kind of push on that, be gentle with it, and then slide the roller off. Now I say be gentle because these things get brittle. And as the machines get older, that little tab starts getting more and more brittle. You can kind of see it sitting there, my thumb in front of it there. And if you push too hard, you'll snap it off. And what do you do then? Well, you replace the whole pickup assembly, the whole auto compensator. Now I want to take a look at the roller. There are two of them, but notice here's just the one of them. And as you kind of look at the hub here, looking at that hub, do you notice something inside there? Notice that there's arrows inside there. What are those arrows for? I've got arrows on this side. In fact, if I flip it over and look at the other side, hey, there's arrows there too. Well, this roller is designed to be a one-way roller. So as I install the machine, it's got to be turning the right direction. Remember, paper lays in the tray. The roller sits on top of the paper, and if I want to push it toward you, I need to get it to rotate this direction. What direction do I have my arrows set? If it's set right so that I've got it set in order to rotate forward, I'm doing well. But if I install it backward, where my cat-licked roller here with the tread that's designed to push things forward is now working opposite, where it's designed to let things slip, now we have a problem. It's going to try and push forward, but odds are I may be picking up paper jams sooner than I should. So this becomes a problem. You can install them the wrong way on both sides there. Some of them got little caps over the top of them. You've probably seen those if you worked on a Lexmark. A lot of the standard rollers do not have that, so you can install them wrong. So you got to know which way the arrows are pointing if you're using this type of roller. Lexmark also created a second roller. You notice this one. You look at the hub here, you see the shine in there? Where are the arrows? There are no arrows. See the arrows that are in the other one? I'm going to try and get it to angle right there, the arrows. No arrows on the newer guy, arrows on the old guy. So if I flip it over, there's no arrows there either. Notice too, when I compare them, newer roller, older roller. The older roller's thinner. Well, they redesigned the rollers here, and what they're doing is they saw that there are issues with this roller because people are putting them on wrong and they just weren't lasting quite the life as what we wanted to. And people are always going, hey, where are my rollers in my maintenance kit? They should be here. And basically, you know, if there's tread still on there, you should be taking this roller and washing it off and reinstalling it, cleaning up the tread basically. But if you put it on backward, it's not doing you a whole lot of good. With the new roller, with the new design, this guy's designed for not just a couple maintenance kits, but potentially 4 to 5 maintenance kits. This guy's designed for 1 million pages. So when you do a maintenance kit with the newer roller, the wide roller, you're able to take it off, clean it up, go, yeah, there's a little bit of dirt buildup in here. I'm going to get it under some soap and water, wash it up, you know, put it back on, clip it in. I don't have to worry about arrows on this guy because it doesn't matter which direction it clips in. It's just going to keep picking up pages here. Now, just want to point these out because you can install this newer roller on the older machines as well, and it will work on those guys as well versus the more narrow roller. So next time you're dealing with these guys and you're dealing with which roller type here, I'm going to kind of back us back up again on which one goes back in place here. There we go. And I can take the newer roller, so I've got both of them here, and I can take my old roller, put it off to the side, bring this back down. I just need to look at where's the key and where's that little pin that I have to line up, and I'm able to slide it right back into place again once I get it lined up. That's always the trick, right? Always being careful again of that little tab, because if I break that thing, I'm replacing again the whole pickup assembly. There we go. I just got a little bit better view of it there. Sorry about that. So that roller's on. I've got the new roller here on the one side, and I've got the older roller there on the other side. So we're finding that this is the guy that you really want to install because you're going to get more mileage out of it. If you get more mileage out of it, it doesn't cost you as much. So especially if you're on a maintenance contract and you've got to replace these at your expense because you're taking care of the customer, it's already been built in there, putting these guys on is going to save you money, all right? So covered two different types of rollers, older style, newer style. Older style has got the arrows and the hubs. You have to put them on the right direction. When the rollers wear, you can wash them up, soap and water. The newer style is rated for 1,000,000 pages. Again, just continue to wash it up. As long as there's tread there, you should be able to continue to crank pages. So with that, this is Steve Geichert with your latest Parts Now Tech Tip.